Being intelligent is often associated with what you know. But psychology shows that intelligence is more often revealed by what you do consistently. Many habits that signal lower cognitive ability don't look dramatic. They are subtle, they feel normal, and most people never realize they are doing them. What makes this tricky is that these habits aren't about being stupid. They're about how the brain handles information, effort, emotion, and uncertainty. Here are 8 everyday habits that psychology links to lower cognitive functioning and why they matter. Before we begin, if you enjoy calm, psychology-based videos that help you understand how the mind works, consider subscribing to the channel. 1. Avoiding mentally demanding tasks. One of the strongest predictors of intelligence is cognitive engagement. People with lower cognitive ability tend to avoid tasks that require sustained thinking, planning, or problem-solving. Instead, they gravitate toward easy stimulation, endless scrolling, repetitive entertainment, or passive consumption. Psychologists refer to this as low need for cognition. When the brain isn't challenged, it doesn't grow more efficient. Over time, avoidance becomes a habit, and mental effort feels uncomfortable. 2. Reacting emotionally instead of thinking critically. Everyone feels emotions, but intelligence shows up in how well you can pause, reflect, and respond rather than react. People who struggle cognitively are more likely to argue impulsively, take things personally, lash out when challenged. This happens because emotional regulation and reasoning share cognitive resources. When one dominates, the other shuts down. 3. Relying on simple explanations for complex problems. The world is complicated. Intelligent minds can tolerate that complexity. Lower cognitive ability often shows up as a strong preference for black and white thinking. One cause, one villain, one simple answer. Psychology calls this cognitive simplicity bias. It reduces mental effort but increases misunderstanding, especially in social, political, or emotional situations. 4. Refusing to admit being wrong. Intelligence isn't about always being right. It's about updating your beliefs when new information appears. People with lower IQ tend to defend opinions aggressively, double down when challenged, see correction as an attack. This is known as ego-protective cognition. When protecting identity becomes more important than truth, learning stops. 5. Overconfidence without competence. Ironically, lower intelligence often comes with higher confidence. This is explained by the Dunning-Kruger effect. When people lack the awareness to recognize their own limitations, they speak confidently, dismiss nuance, and underestimate how much they don't know. Meanwhile, more intelligent people tend to question themselves more. 6. Poor listening habits. Listening is cognitively demanding. It requires attention, memory, and perspective-taking. People with lower cognitive ability often interrupt, wait to speak instead of listening, miss key details. Over time, this leads to shallow understanding and repeated mistakes, not because they don't care, but because the brain struggles to process incoming information deeply. 7. Blaming external factors for everything. Intelligence is closely tied to internal reflection. When something goes wrong, lower IQ patterns often default to, "It's not my fault. They caused it. The system is against me." Psychologists call this external locus of control. It protects self-esteem but prevents growth, learning, and adaptation. 8. Lack of curiosity. Perhaps the most telling sign is the absence of curiosity. Intelligent minds naturally ask, why? How? What if? Lower cognitive functioning is associated with disinterest in learning beyond immediate needs. No curiosity means no exploration, and no expansion of understanding. If you've recognized some of these habits, don't panic. Habits are not fixed traits. They are patterns, and patterns can change. Low intelligence isn't about worth or value. It's about how the mind is currently being used. Awareness is the first step toward growth. And the fact that you're watching, reflecting, and questioning already signals something important. You're not stuck. Your brain is adaptable, and intelligence grows where curiosity and effort are allowed to exist.